Some of you have been in the program since your children were in junior NBA, or you joined a little bit later. And some of you are here, you've been some of the first players. The gentleman giving the haircuts in the back was one of our first players almost 6 years ago. His name's Akram. He's running a successful business. Give it up for him too. Give it all the kids free cuts today. I want to also recognize some of our sponsors that are here. Some of them left. They had to visit other venues, family-related matters. As you know, it's the summer. So again, I want to thank everybody for being here on a beautiful Saturday. Number two, I want to thank Stacks Express. It's a gentleman I've known for quite a long time from the community of Malton. He grew up around the block from me on Redstone Road. His name's Gurpreet. He runs a logistical company, trucks. He runs trucks. I want to bring him up here and just recognize him for a second with a sponsor jersey. If one of your kids is on the team, you'll see 4 logos on the sponsor jersey. They help us keep these costs lower than every other program in the GTA. And I challenge you to find a program that provides such a high quality, from academics and career mentorship to mentoring your kids on the basketball court as well. My partner Shiv is right here on my right, and he'll attest to the fact that we've even gotten some players full scholarships to play basketball and achieve an education in the past. We want to continue to keep the costs low. We know that currently it's a little tough. Let's tighten our belts. Malton Stings is going to be here to continue supporting you guys. So firstly, I want to bring up Stacks Express Gurpreet and present him a jersey. Please give it up for Gurpreet, one of our longest standing sponsors. He doesn't want to say a quick word. Can we get a picture? Can we get in the middle? Grab this. The diamond sponsors provide us the highest economic coverage, and that's why they're on our jerseys. Secondly, the beautiful appetizers were sponsored by Turtle Jack's Lionhead today. I want to give it up for one of my good friends who I've made over the last few years, Rohit Sagar. If you want to come up and accept your jersey, sir. His jersey, his company's logo is also on the jersey. Some of you remember last year at Turtle Jack's is where we did our banquet, right? Ramit, Kulshar, you guys remember. As mentioned, some of our other sponsors had to leave. Brampton Motors, the Gill brothers were here earlier. We want to thank them. And Mag Print, who all of our printing goes through. They do a lot of the real estate agents in the South Asian community as well. So just give them a hand. They're not here today, but they make all these beautiful shirts that everybody's wearing, including the one I have on, the championship t-shirts the boys have on as well. Next, the federal MP for Malton has graced us with his presence today. If Mr. Winderby here can come up here as well, say a few words to our congregation. Sorry, I've been running around all day. It's long overdue.
Hi everyone, my name is Nick Winderby here. I am the MP for Malton, and that means that I have the great pleasure of representing Malton Stings. First of all, I really want to thank the organizers, both Shiv and Kabir, for all the work that they do to bring everyone together. This is not easy to do, to bring folks together, to bring families together, to organize something. So a big round of applause for both of you. I promise I won't take up too much of your time. Recently we have announced that Toronto will be getting its own WNBA team. So when I look at the young girls in the crowd here today, you will be able to participate in basketball at the highest level of the sport here in Canada. And that means that more funding will go towards this game as well. So a round of applause for the WNBA and for women themselves. When I look at the young faces in the crowd, this is something that I say all the time at school, is you will determine no less than the destiny of this nation. So thank you for coming out, thank you for participating, and I look with great anticipation at what you'll do in the future. Thank you.
So next, some of you know Nahal from the U13 team. His father and I have been friends for over 20 years. Nahal's mom, who doesn't get enough credit, she brought MP Kahir here. She's also a federal MP. So Ruby, if you wanted to come up and help present the award for Malton Stings. Sophia, if you also want to give it, and Shiv, and Ted. You guys want to get? If the coaches are nearby, coaches, Coach Raj, Chad, Sean, I think Sook left Amit. Come on down, Steph. Come on down. Any other coaches in the building? Other than me? Take the mic away from me, everybody, please. Ruby, did you want to say like a quick word?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Colbert, Shiv, and all of the coaches, and all of the parents, and all of the kids. I know what it takes, and I have to say the coaches and the organizers, everyone, they put their heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears into this year's rep teams, and I've seen, because my husband is one of the coaches, what goes into it, and it takes a lot of effort. They're all volunteers, right? They're all volunteers. They want to see the kids succeed, and the kids have succeeded. They've come such a long way. I've been witness to it in so many games. It's incredibly heartwarming to see, and so keep up the great work. You guys are going to get to the levels that Colbert is speaking of. I know many of you dream about playing in the NBA or the WNBA, and I know that there will be some that make it, so just keep striving. Keep up the positive attitude. Our team, Malton Sting, all the Malton Sting teams are known for being the most respectful, the most courteous, professional teams out there, and I want you guys to keep that up. I've also brought greetings from the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister has sent a message to all of you. It's with great pleasure that I send my greetings for the 5th anniversary end-of-year award ceremony and banquet for the Malton Sting Basketball Club. In a day and age where some voices around us are focused on division, events such as these bring people together, are more important than ever before. To all the players here today, I hope that this event gives you an opportunity to take a well-deserved moment of self-fulfillment for the discipline, the skill, and the talent that has brought you here today. To the coaches and staff, I hope that you do the same for your important work in mentoring, training, and guiding these incredible youth. Basketball is more than just a game. It's a source of community, well-being, and self-fulfillment. I'd like to thank the Malton Sting Basketball Club for being a source of purpose and motivation for these players. This work is truly worthy and of utmost praise. With my very best wishes for an excellent ceremony, signed Justin Trudeau. Malton is up here to present it to you.
Yeah, everybody here.
All right.
Tracy?
My name is Larry Colbert. Well, Shiv, where are you at? I'm right here. I need you to get in the middle. All right. Thank you. We got everybody get a shot. Other coaches on the side. Everybody, big smile. Oh, wait for me. She did. She got it. Big sis got it, bro. This is for sure. Don't worry. Don't worry. She got it. Versus yours. Take it.
Thank you so much. Mr. Gilbert here, and so I appreciate you guys. Next, we've got. Can we just get a round of applause real quick? Let's go! Let's go! We've also got the Brampton Honey Badgers in the house. Give it up for the Brampton Honey Badgers CEBL professional team. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm going to pass it over to Coach Sahota real quick.
Further to Colbier and Shiv's thing, we're all about the community, and it's so fantastic to have a professional sporting team with the words Brampton on their jersey. For us, Brampton and Malton are equally enjoyable, and funny enough, they have the same colors as us, which is a winning color. So a round of applause to the black and yellow. What I'm going to ask is, because it is very, very hot, and honey badgers are nocturnal animals, as all of you smart kids know. So he has to go back into his little hole and cave, wherever he comes from. But what we're going to have him do is just come right into the middle, and then all of the Malton Sting players, any kids who are here, if you just want to gather around, and then the parents can take like kind of 360 images. Is that cool for just a couple of minutes before we proceed? So I'd like to get the honey badger right into the middle here, and then come up, take a picture. No, bring your homies. Let's go. Remit, be a good team captain. Take everybody. Let's go. Parents, snap away pictures and then just tag Malton Sting afterwards, please. And tag at Honey Badgers Brampton. Okay, kids, grab your seats for the next part here. Coach K is coming right back up, and we are going to begin with today's award ceremonies. Coach K, Coach Shiv, thank you to the Brampton Honey Badgers so much. The Malton Sting teams will be doing some game visits to the Honey Badgers over the summer, so we'd like to see as many parents come out there. They're going to do some group discounts for us as a new continued community partner. With that being said, I'm going to hand it over to Coach Shiv, and he's going to take care of the award ceremony.
The water maybe? No, she's trying to set up. Oh. Your eyes look heavy.
Our next award goes to our student athlete of the year. Okay, and I want to say most of these kids, and almost all of these kids, have done well in one or more than one course throughout the year. So this was a hard award to give. And again, I want to give them a round of applause for not only being great students, but great athletes at the same time. So this player, this student athlete, showed exemplary marks. In math specifically, he averaged 95 and 96%. I want to present this award to Kamal. This award is going to our most improved player. This player shown from beginning to end what improvement and dedication means. He started out with maybe 5 points a game and maybe less, and like 5 rebounds maybe. And then towards the end of the season, he had a game where he got it was actually the OBA Cup, 50 points and 30 rebounds.
Wow!
That alone shows improvement in itself.
Yes,
I want to
sure
present this to Akash.
Very awesome.
Come on.
Here, well, come on. You gotta sit down, baby.
Relax.
Right. Pardon me, I'm sorry.
For our next award, it's the Malton Stings Trailblazer Award. So what this award defines is a player that steps up. They show up to practice every game. They lead by example. They don't say no. They're always like, yes, coach. They're there to help. They lead by example, and they may not get the most of us all the time, but they're always there. So they show you their commitment and dedication to the hive and growing the team and asking the coaches, hey coach, what can I do? What can I help with? And how can I get better? How can I contribute? I want to present this award to 2 of our members. It was very hard to decide, and both show these attributes to the fullest extent. I want to present this to Sahid and Karsadeh. For our next award, it's the Most Valuable Defensive Player of the Year award. This player showed a lot of commitment and a lot of growth from September to January, from January to, let's say, March, April. He found his stride. He averaged, I would say, about 5 steals per game. He was another one of the players that would say, coach, what can I do with the team? I always give Coach Raj, give to myself, what can I do better? And, he's grown into a player that we can admire and a leader on the team. So I want to give this award to Jay Bear. Last award, but not least, our Offensive MVP of the Year award. This player, from the get-go, we said this is going to be our guy. That's right, buddy. Good job. And we put our efforts into him. We said, you know, let's get this guy going. We lost two of our point guards from the year before. And we said, well, we gotta move on. And
Yeah, I don't want no girl crush.
Coach Chad, round of applause.
I just want to say that Coach Chad's tears are evidence that he speaks less and spends time leading with his boys. So let's give him a round of applause for him. But Coach Chad doesn't leave any job unfinished, so I'm going to give the mic back to him.
thank you, Coach. So yeah, this player basically stepped up to the plate. He said, you know, we were looking for a scorer, we need a point guard, we need a shooting guard, and he did what we asked. He started to average 21 points, then 24. Had some really high games, season highs, and always stepped up to the plate. Then he worked on his three-point game, which me and Coach Rod worked with him on his form, his footing, and it was in the pudding. He was hitting like 2 threes or 3 threes a game, and he led us. He was our rock, along with Rahman as well. But I want to present this award to someone named Coach.
I guess he told him that we had it so popular.
Coach Stefan? Pull up. Okay, so Colbert told me keep each one of these awards like 10 to 15 seconds of speech because we're on a very short time frame. And then he went on and talked for about 5.5 minutes each. So I'm going to try to speed this up because that way you guys can go have some fun. Coaches, hand me the awards so I just know which order they're going in. Thank you. Okay, so we're just going to go in some random order. The Sixth Man Award. How we chose this award was, it was between 2 or 3. All of our awards were very tough to choose, but this particular gentleman, I remember in about September or so, me, Coach Amit, and Coach Stefan were sitting in the parking lot, and we said to ourselves, if this guy can find his game, if he can become what we think he can become, this absolutely no limit to what this team can do. And there were flashes throughout the year, and then as it got closer and closer, he absolutely turned it up. There was a very, very close person to this. Jeremiah, I swear you were the closest person to this turned up, but you were Kawhi Leonard, so we had to give it to Paul George. So Rashawn Fundu, come on. So the next award is the most improved player, and it can go literally to everybody on that picnic table because before I started coaching them, they were not good. I made them what they were. No, I'm kidding. They were fantastic, but literally, how do you take a bunch of kids? We were U13, and only 4 players on our team were actually 12 years old, U13. We had Rocket in the Hall, who were 10 years old. We had everybody else, aside from Abe, Jeremiah, Rashawn, and EK, who were 11 years old. So we had players that were playing up 3 years, players that were playing up 2 years, players that were playing up 1 year. So that just tells you about how hard it is to be where we ended up. With 4 trophies, and Ontario provincial champions, and a 32-10 record across all games. So obviously every player has improved, but the one player that we thought did the most was Ikagar Denoa. EK couldn't be here with us today, so I will take the certificate on his behalf and then give it to Stefan so he can give it to you at the end of the season. Okay, the next award, I didn't know, they told us that we weren't allowed to do joint awards and we had to pick one, and like we were like arguing and debating. Had I known that, we could have just done what Kobe did. This would have been a lot easier on us, but oh well. The most valuable, so we cheated. The most valuable player on offense was for me and us, the one player who we thought was our fourth coach on the court. He was the one person who, when we would call a timeout, I would have all these plays drawn up. It literally happened in the finals. At halftime, we had a lot of foul trouble, and I thought I was being a brilliant coach. For about 2 minutes, I drew up all these things, and X's and O's, and moved this guy here, moved this guy there. I thought I was playing chess. And then this player came over and said, "No, coach, that's not going to work. I want this guy here, I want this guy there, and I want him in the rotation." And I said, "Yeah, well, cool, of course, I trust you. Yeah, do it." And then we went on a 16-2 run, and that's what great players do. I always say this to Coach Ahmed. I remind Coach Ahmed. I say somewhere in Akron, Ohio, is a coach that talks to all his buddies and says, "I had the responsibility, the gift, and the burden of coaching LeBron James." And it's your responsibility to take a player with that much talent and turn him into what he actually can be and help him fulfill his potential. So the most valuable player on offense for us was our team captain, Abibir Dillon. I've been playing basketball since I was 12. I'm 44, that's 32 years. I've never met a smarter player in my life. Just absolutely brilliant. Now, this is where we cheated, because the most valuable player on defense could easily be the most valuable player on offense. But there's a saying that Muhammad Ali used to say, the best defense is a strong offense. Is you play offense so well, that's how you turn your defense in. And Nahal and Abe will remember this. We were driving home from Zor Sports, from Benchmark, and we had faced this player for the first time ever. And on the car ride home, Abe was like spazzing. He's like, "Coach, whoever that player is, call his mom, call his dad, convince him to come over to Malton Sting. I promise you, if you can get me to play with him, we'll win a championship one year." And I was like, dude, I don't know, like, he seems pretty committed over there. And then one thing led to another. We pulled this player over, and exactly as Abe had predicted, we turned into a championship team. He is absolutely one of the classiest people that we know. My wife and I call him our adopted son, because of how much time he spent with us. One of the nicest players you'll ever meet. He has moved all the way to Wasaga Beach, but has promised us, and his mom has promised us, that he'll be here for practices no matter what from Malton Sting. So the most valuable player on defense goes to Georgie. It's funny because he always looks like he just woke up, and then he put him on the court, and like at halftime you check and he's got 25 points, 15 rebounds. And I'm like, "George, are you tired? You need like a cappuccino?" I'm good, Coach. One of the things that Colbier and Shiv are huge on Malton Sting is it is student first, athlete second. And we really believe that. It's why we're one of the few programs that has an educational requirement to play for us. You can be brilliant and be 13 years old and dunk the basketball, but if you can't keep your grades up, you do not have a spot on Malton Sting, because we are here to raise excellent gentlemen, and starting next year, women, and the basketball part is secondary. So for us, it's very important about the Student Athlete Award. Now, truly, this was one where there were 3 equally tied players with their report cards, but we thought it would be a nice way for us to commend somebody who not only excelled in school, but made some great strides on the basketball court. He became a fan favorite for the U13 team. I know he had the most amount of cheering. You go back and watch the videos, and all you hear is Stefan's sisters screaming out for him and cheering him on. This is the one and only Rocket.
That's big rocket, right? Rocket's like me. Rocket's like me.
Okay. The next award is the MSBC High Hero Award. It's the last one. This certificate commemorates your dedication, consistency, and your Mamba mentality. You are a trailblazer in our hive. Thank you for all you do. Keep going and keep growing. I'm going to apologize to the parents of this award recipient because I didn't clear this with you on behalf. And I promise you my intentions are great or in the right place. This is a person who is very, very special to me, and probably I'm speaking on behalf of all the parents on the team. He's very special to all of us. This is the absolute personification of what a hero means. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਆਏ ਹੋ ਆ ਇਹ ਲੜਕੇ ਨੇ ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਚ ਔਖੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਫੇਸ ਕੀਤੇ ਬੜੇ ਔਖੇ what's the word ਇਹਦੀ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਇਹਨੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਬਾਸਕਟਬਾਲ ਲਈ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ team the support homa. The amount of work that he put in to be here is beyond remarkable. I don't know, I apologize to the mother if you don't feel comfortable with sharing this, but he is an absolute hero and a miracle. I am a doctor as my side job. Coaching is my full-time position, but occasionally I have to pay the bills, so I do go to the hospital once in a while. I know patients like this. They shouldn't be able to walk. And the fact that this young man can, and then excels at it, never offers any sort of excuse, is nothing beyond hard work on his part and his mom and dad. Every single Saturday when I call them, it is, we're on our way to physiotherapy, we're on our way to training, because of how much effort and time they put into this coach or this player, this student's work. And whenever I look at this player, so the rest of our players, they look at him and they go, why am I complaining? I got a bruised knee, I fell down on my elbow. Every single thing that this kid does is a heroic performance. And I am truly under the impression that he is a reason, having him around is why we excel so much. So the MSBC High Hero Award goes to my assistant coach, the best damn assistant coach that I could have, Coach Avi Barnes. You don't get to say words. And with that, I will hand it back to